Welcome to my paint-along video of this bike with a basket of flowers. This is a fun little watercolor sketch to give you an intro to the wonders of watercolor. So the first thing is to lay in some water, just fresh water, around the bicycle seat, and then with that blue, drop in the blue, not very much, let it blend into the water. And as that's blending, add some red, burnt sienna, and red. Let that blend in with that blue. This is just the background. I shouldn't say just the background. The background's important for the foreground to show up well. And so that nice yellow in the basket, leaving some little holes to show that the basket has highlights, and then drop in some burnt sienna with the yellow, and then the jacket that's leaning over the basket is that bright red, and again leave some highlights, especially in this first layer of painting. You want the first layer to be real light. This isn't acrylic, this is watercolor, and so we use as much watercolor paint as we do water. Okay, dropping in these purpley flowers, leaving some little highlights. You can always go over them later if you need to, but leaving little sparkly holes gives it some interest and dimension. And the bicycle seat is just that black, very light black, and I mix ultramarine blue and burnt sienna to get a good gray black color. And then the bicycle is mixed green and blue, and give that some variation. Have some darks and lighter green in there. Remember, this is the first pass. Everything will be lighter. As it dries, it gets lighter too. So we're just dropping in that first layer of green in the bicycle. And go back to that black color. It's really more of a gray color for the wheels and a little bit of the detail. Going back to the jacket, pretty much the same red you started with. This is dry now, and so when you go over it, it will be darker. That's called glazing. Every layer gets a little darker, but you do have to wait for the process to dry one layer at a time. The spokes, I would do very, very light gray, but you could almost leave the spokes out if you're worried about doing them too thick. Now the shadow is a good part of the composition of this painting, and I start with some blues and then let those reds blend in with it while it's still wet. This is a wet into wet process, and just follow those lines showing the shadow of the bicycle. That's what really makes this painting interesting, is the shadow cast from the bicycle. It tells the story that it's a sunny day and just parked, maybe came from the market, just bought some of those flowers, stopping for a little rest. There's so many stories it tells when you show what direction that light is coming from. It says it's a nice, warm, sunny day.